Have you ever been scrolling through YouTube and wondered to yourself, are there actually good movies that I could watch here for free? I'm not talking about random low-budget films. I'm talking about Hollywood blockbusters. Well, today we've got 5 movies that you probably didn't know that you could watch for free, and they are great Hollywood movies. We're talking a Keanu Reeves action thriller, a great buddy cop movie, a Kevin Smith cult favorite, a CIA nuclear thriller, and an underrated boxing con artist movie. And make sure you stick around to the end of today's video because I'm going to reveal my top recommendation on today's list of 5, and it's one that you might not expect. Now let's count them down from 5 to 1.
Pick me up at 8. How old is this boy?
48.
10 men in 24 hours? He ain't gonna last 10 seconds.
Now, you fighters, you do exactly what I say, you make $1,000.
Starting off at number 5 is the criminally underrated boxing movie, Digstown. This film stars James Wood and Louis Gossett Jr., and the story centers around a clever con artist who makes a wild bet with a corrupt town leader. The bet? That one boxer can defeat 10 different fighters in a single day. And for you boxing experts out there, you know that George Foreman actually did that. What follows is part sports movie, part con artist movie, and part revenge story. It's fast, it's funny, and it's one of those movies that a lot of people have never seen, but once they do, they wonder why it isn't talked about more. One little known fact about Diggstown, Louis Gossett Jr. trained heavily for the role, and many of the boxing scenes were filmed with very little stunt doubling, making the fights feel surprisingly real. Every time I see a top 10 boxing movies of all time, I always scan it to see if Diggstown is there, and it usually isn't, but it should be.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to inspire you. You know, it's a roots kind of thing.
He seems awful mad. Did you tell him he was black?
Is that ingenuity or what?
Coming in at number 4 is the cult comedy Mallrats, directed by Kevin Smith. This movie follows 2 guys who spend the day hanging out in the mall after both getting dumped by their girlfriends. Along the way, they run into comic book debates, ridiculous small antics, and, of course, the legendary duo, Jay and Silent Bob. If you're a fan of 90s comedies, comic book culture, or the early Kevin Smith movies like Clerks, this one is absolutely worth checking out. One little known fact about Mallrats. Although now it's a cult classic, Mallrats actually bombed at the box office when it first released. It wasn't until home video and cable that it built the fan base it has today.
Where are you going?
I can't tell you that.
Jack, tell her where you're going. In fact, tell her who you work for. She'll be impressed.
I work for the CIA, and the director asked me at the last minute to come with him to Russia to do a nuclear arms inspection.
That is so lame.
Hello?
And at number 3, we have the CIA thriller, The Sum of All Fears. This film is based on the novel by Tom Clancy and stars Ben Affleck as Jack Ryan alongside the enigmatic Morgan Freeman. The story revolves around a terrifying scenario. A nuclear weapon detonates during a major sporting event, and the United States believes Russia may be responsible. What follows is a tense race against time to prevent World War III. It's one of those thrillers that feels even more intense because the situation feels frighteningly plausible. One little known fact about The Sum of All Fears, the movie originally featured Middle Eastern terrorists as the villains. But after the events of September 11th, the filmmakers changed the antagonist to a neo-Nazi group before release.
Beach Boys.
Oh, hell no. Don't you ever touch a black man's radio, boy. Yeah.
They're 2 cops with nothing in common.
Number 2 on this list is one of the most entertaining buddy cop movies ever made, 1998's Rush Hour. This film pairs Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, and the chemistry between them is absolutely perfect. The story kicks off when the daughter of a Chinese diplomat is kidnapped in Los Angeles, forcing the LAPD to reluctantly partner up with Hong Kong Inspector Lee. What follows is a mix of amazing Jackie Chan stunt work and Chris Tucker's hilarious comedy, and it's a formula that works so well it spawned 2 sequels. One little known fact about Rush Hour: Chris Tucker was originally paid only $40,000 for the first Rush Hour, and the film became such a massive hit, he negotiated $20 million for Rush Hour 2.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
Rush Hour.
Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
And taking the number 1 spot is the legendary action movie 1991's Point Break. This film stars Keanu Reeves as an FBI agent who infiltrates a group of bank robbers that may also be extreme surfers. The leader of the group is played by Patrick Swayze, and his character Bodhi has become one of the most iconic action movie villains of the 90s. Between the skydiving scenes, surfing sequences, and intense chase scenes, this movie helped define what action films looked like in the early 90s. A little known fact about Point Break, many of the surfing scenes were actually filmed in very dangerous ocean conditions, and the crew had to use experienced professional surfers to capture the big wave footage. All right, folks, we just finished our list. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Which one of those movies is going to be my top recommendation? Drum roll, please. Very simple. The answer is Digstown. Maybe I'm a sucker for boxing movies. Maybe I'm a sucker for Louis Gossett Jr. Oh my gosh. Such an underrated movie. It's not even funny. Lou Gossett Jr., Oliver Platt, James Wood, Heather Graham, Tex Cobb. I mean, the list goes on and on of the people that starred in this film. Bruce Dern as the main villain. Oh my gosh. The movie, great story, great action, great soundtrack. Oliver Platt is hilarious. James Woods is hilarious. Heather Graham, let's go. So anyways, that is my top recommendation by far. So there you have it. 5 movies that you probably didn't know that you could watch for free on YouTube right now. And let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites. And if you've discovered any other great free movies on YouTube, let me know in the comments so I can think about getting those added to our next video. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure that you hit like and subscribe, and join us here at our channel, Screen Selections, where I help you find the best movies that you could watch right now for free.